yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. What's up, everybody? So we changed around some stuff, as you guys can see this week. We got some microphones in some places. So we're trying to make it sound a little bit better for you guys and make it a little easier on us, a little more comfortable, so I can talk to you guys. And got some microphone on my guitar. Let's see how that goes. So whoa, yeah. What's everybody up to today? How's everybody doing? Mic level should go up. Maybe you should turn up your shit. Check, check, check. How does it sound out there? This is the highlight of my week. This is definitely the highlight of my week. You guys are the shit. Thank you. Straight to hell, as usual. Shout out to Straight to Hell. Where's that sponsorship at? Holler at your boy. Shout out Sexless Design, Ben Rosette. Cool. Yeah, we're trying to up our quality every time we do this. It's that's kind of how I operate with like anything I do creatively. On a creative front, it's you always want, when you're experimenting with anything like music or art. We were just talking about this before the stream, but you want to, every time we do a stream or make a record or write a song, you want to take notes of what worked and what didn't work, so the next time you do it, you can elevate what you're doing. Oh man, I'm on that tangerine ice puff bar. Hard. Hollow Ground, you're on the clock. Shout out to Hollow Ground on the clock right now. I love that. I love that you guys that are like on the clock watching my shit. Yeah. Shout out to Hendo Brown. Hendo, are you coming over here to hang with me? Yeah, I'm making Mike a drink. Making Mike a drink. Yeah, we're here at Henry's on location. Hendo Brown Town. Downtown Hendo Brown. Oh, thank you. I like the quality increase too. I did like the just like the straight up kind of, you know, on my phone talking to you guys thing too, though. What's the agenda for today's stream? Well, today's stream just like a little more loose, since the last two were like so kind of like structured around the Phantom thing and whatever. So I'm just here to hang out with you guys and have some fun. I think I'm gonna play a few songs off Doppelganger. I think we were getting noise, and so I think we're gonna do some of that. I talked to Rody. Shout outs to Rody and Protest the Hero. I talked to Rody, and he said he was gonna hop on here, but I have a little announcement concerning Mr. Walker and myself. Yeah, Fall Troy will be at Swanfest. Trap Bat. You wish you heard a Protest the Hero song? What's up? What's up? So everybody's doing good? Shout out to the people that are having a shitty day. I know how it goes. I have a rig rundown on Ultimate Guitar. I did one in Nashville last time we were there. But yeah, one of these streams in the near future is definitely going to be focused on my gear. We've definitely talked about that. Breathe deeper. Elaborate on what? What do I think about 6ix9ine? I generally don't think about 6ix9ine very often, but when I do, I'm like, why am I thinking about this right now? I got way more intriguing artists to be filling my mind with. The weather is really weird here in Seattle. I was talking to Mike about this on the way here. It's like Seattle can't make up its fucking mind if it wants to be hot or cold or wet or whatever. It's like overcast and kind of chilly, but like sticky and hot at the same time right now. So my hands are like clammy and sticking to my guitar. Shit. I even made a guitar change up today. No double cutaway gold top today. Got to bring out the big guns. Feel me? Yeah, that last San Francisco show was a trip. I love San Francisco. New Haven, shout outs to New Haven. Shout outs to Toads. What picks do I use? Well, I mean, I've been on the orange Dunlops forever, but I also use Stone Age guitar picks when I record. Shout out to Matt at Stone Age guitar picks. Whatever the orange ones are. 0.6. Yeah, this is for those of you that don't know anything about this guitar. This is like my baby. I bought this guitar from a guy on Reverb from Syracuse and talked him down from his original price, and he was such a nice dude. At the time, I was pretty much completely broke, and like usual, but I had enough money to pay for half of the guitar, straight up. So, dude, the guy, I gave him half of the money he wanted for the guitar, and he sent me the guitar. He trusted me, and 2 weeks later, I paid him off the rest of the money for it. But it's a 1988 Showcase Series SG Custom, and this guitar is mad rare and really special to me because when I was young, I used to go with my dad to this music store called American Music all the time, and I didn't play guitar yet. I fiddled around with the bass and I played drums, so I was in the drum shop all the time. But I remember seeing this guitar in a glass case in American Music and looking at it and thinking, yeah, like, that guitar looks like a Lamborghini. That thing looks like a Ferrari. I want to play guitar. But it's like one of the only guitars I've ever owned that has EMGs in it. And this guitar came stock. This is stock, except for the speed knobs. I put the speed knobs on. Shout out to Gibson. Shout out to Jenny and Kurt, Gibson, Seattle, for the speed knobs. But everything else is OG on this thing. It's got 3 like original EMG 60s in it, which the first run are kind of noisy and more like humbucker-ish. They're not so like scooped EMG things, so they're cool. Party time, excellent, for sure. The white Strat. My first guitar was a sparkle blue Strat. I love the Strat. How do you like the EMG and the Telly? That's even a weirder kind of combo than EMG and a SG. I feel like I don't know. I don't use locking tuners because I like to be able to adjust my tunings on the fly because I'm a spaz and I knock my guitar out of tune all the time. Yeah, Excalibur. No, this guitar's name is Bonnie because she's my redhead. I love her. Named after Bonnie Raitt. Shout outs to Bonnie Raitt. Well, that's an impossible question to answer. If I could only pick one instrument to be able to play for the rest of my life, probably drums, because that's what I've been playing my whole life. I love to be able to write songs on guitar, and I love playing bass. Love playing bass, but why would no? I don't stand the necks on my guitars. I don't do anything to my guitars myself, except for break them. I.e., like Bonnie Raitt. If you don't know who Bonnie Raitt is, kids, get up on that. I Can't Make You Love Me If You Don't. She made that song pretty famous. Chris Lamb, what up? Shout out to Chris Lamb when we was kids. Always in the house. Usually I play in standard, but everything I record and do now is in E flat. We play live in E flat, everything. But if anything else, it's usually just drop D, except for Act 1, Scene 1, which is in some insane tuning that I made up out of having broken strings. $30 war. I got some news on that too. Because we're working on getting the redux of Martyrs out and the accompanying EP. I'm very excited to announce that our friend Wood Simmons is going to be back on board doing the artwork. He did okay. So shout out to Wood Simmons, man, for coming back and playing for our organization, playing for our club again. He's a valuable asset. Henry's dog is howling. Damn dog. We got all this like gear like now to get the stream going, and Henry's puppy is just like knocking all this shit all over the place, going crazy. So we had to put him in timeout because he almost took the whole damn thing out right before we got on. Just hang in there, man. Hang in there. Breathe deeper. I'd love to give you like a date. I'd love to give you some kind of idea of when, but everything is just insane right now. So as soon as we can, you guys will know before anybody. Trust me when anything's coming your way. Yeah. You guys know that song? You guys like that one? I'm gonna do a song here in a minute. Yeah, that song was on the baritone. Shout out. One of these streams, I'm working my way into it. We'll get to the to more of the kind of latter stuff like empty the clip and webs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we've played on almost all of our material pretty extensively. People in their lives. That's a good one. That's one that I need to refresh on for sure. Shout out to Red Huts for bringing that song up. Lambda, I will try to make sure that you die happy then. That's another song I need to definitely refresh on because we never played that one as much as the other ones. Sorry, I was getting in my head about that song. There's a little piece of it at least. Hendo? You think we should rock them one time here in a second? Yeah. Hendo says we should rock you guys. Oh, you're not going to let the harmonica thing go. All right, let's rock and roll. You guys got to get on Henry about this stuff. Woo! Man, talk about a warm-up. That song's fun. That's just like the whole like almost second half of that song is just improv city. And you have Manipulator, right? I might pull one out of the bag right now and challenge myself. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I haven't played that one in forever. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Shout out to Seattlantis. I guess I have to play the song now. Give me a minute, though. I got new strings on this thing. It's more muggy. My hands are sticky. This is what rock and roll's all about, kids. Hype train. Hype train. I just learned about the hype train last stream. Hype train. Subscribe. You like that? Hype train. Where's the caboose on the hype train? Who's driving this hype train? Seattlantis driving the hype train. Hendo not cutting the song off. He's in the caboose. It's bringing up the rear. Yeah, Pushover did a little impromptu cover of Possum Kingdom. Shout out to the Toadies from Austin, Texas. One of Kurt Travis and my favorite bands. How many of these streams has there been? Let's see. I think I did 2 just by myself. So maybe like 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know. So, also, I want to take a minute just to say that I now have a YouTube up where we catalog some of these things, and there will be other content as well. So you guys get to see me, pull songs out and play them sloppily and fuck up and all that stuff. But hey, it's awesome because this like keeps me practicing, and it keeps me like in touch with you guys, and it gives me a point to fucking live, honestly. And in such like weird ass times, man. It's some of these quarantine days I'm in my apartment and I just like don't think I can fucking like take another minute just doing the same thing all the time. But now we're doing these. We're doing like 2 of these a week, so it's awesome. So thank you guys like from the bottom of not only my heart but Henry's heart, Mike's heart, all of us, everybody, Andrew, everybody involved with anything involving my music career. which is my music career, my whole life. It's not a career, it's my life. But yeah, I have a YouTube. It's under the same name, Tom Searak, Tomserak. That's my name, Tom S. Erak. Or Tom Searak, as Andrew gave me the nickname years and years ago. And also, if you guys want to, because this is my job and my life, like this is it. This is the only way I feed myself and pay my phone bill and whatever. Buy Henry Internet. You can hit the info here on Twitch, and there is ways to donate if you want to do so. Thank you so much. I love you. If you don't want to, then I'm just glad you're here. That's what it's about. I'm just happy to have support, you know, like in a time like this, that I can continue to make music and entertain and, you know, do what I do, because I don't really know how to do much else. All right, I think I know this one. All right, Hendo, what do you think? Should we do it to him? This song's called Seattlantis. That was pretty good though, Henry. That was the more like the live version when we play it because we hold that breakout for a really long time. Oh, I guess that's kind of a telling thing that Henry hasn't played that song yet with us. So who just got pitted for real? He moshed with your cats? Dude, that's sick. Claws out in the pit. Getting pitted. How's it sound? Is it better than the last streams? This is it Upgrade City or what, guys? Yeah, we can talk about this song. Let's talk about Seattlantis. I haven't thought about the lyrics to this song in a while. We haven't played it in a while. Let me think about it. It's definitely like a confessional kind of bad boy embracing being a bad boy kind of vibe kind of thing. Like I like that. I guess kind of akin to the whole black demon kind of theory kind of thing of that the voice in your head that you know is toxic and bad for you, but you're just like embracing it. Yeah, color ourselves and shade you in lies. What is it? Talk you to sleep on the other end of the line you beg for your life. Yeah, it's definitely it definitely makes some references to some kind of some kinky sexual shit. Some naughty shit going on in that one. Hey, Hendo, can I do Problem off of Manipulator? While we were on the subject of X-rated things, I figured I should throw that one. No, everybody thinks every single song was supposed to be a Ghost Ship song. No, just semi-fiction was maybe gonna be part 6, but it didn't happen. Orange peel, you wish you could be my sugar mama. You can be my sugar mama by going to info and hitting that donate, hitting that Cash App or that PayPal or subscribing or whatever. Oh, the part of A Man of Plan where you hear the Christian preacher guy in the background is because the studio that we were recording at, my tube amp, this blackface bassman that I was using for the second guitars was picking up radio signals, or TV station radio waves. So and it ended up being kind of cool. So we just left it. Yeah, shout out to Psycho Stick for sure. There should be a Fall of Troy merch link on the Fall of Troy's website. Um, yeah, I also have a what merch tempo merch. What's it? What's tempo merch or merchtempo.com/teats. Yeah, Henry will write it in here. But that's the merch for my solo stuff that I'm working very hard on. Oh, thank you. Shout out. OnlyFans. Yeah, that's where you can get all the merch on my OnlyFans. Yeah, I think the next stream I do, I'm going to start moving into some stuff that isn't Fall of Troy related. Like I'm gonna kind of get into. I mean, we did some pushover stuff, but I would like to focus on the shoreline and maybe a couple just like vinyl tunes as well. Show us your teats. That's that. You got it. That's the saying. Show me your teats. Thomas Erak and the shoreline. Nope, not tears. Not happening this time. That song ain't even technically out. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for the real versions of the songs at least. Yeah, do some teats and JLV next stream. Yeah, he said she said for sure. Maybe Silver Tongue. Mm-hmm. I'm also while we're on this. Oh yeah, what the fuck? While we're on this subject, um, I personally got probably the best news I've gotten since well, since I started doing this Twitch thing, which has been a blessing. Again, I thank you guys all the time, but I'm not gonna stop because this is the shit. I love this community, and I love how you guys are like getting to know each other and shit. It's like it's so cool to see you guys getting along with each other and to being passionate. Um, but I got some of the best fucking news I've had since before the whole quarantine COVID thing. Is that tomorrow I'm going to be resuming work on my full length that I started to work on this year. That everything got canceled. Tours got canceled and all my studio dates got wiped. But now I'm going to be resuming some work on my full length. So it looks like we are going to potentially see a record from me this year. I'm super psyched, man. So what I'm saying is, once I start getting some mixes of some new material, I'm gonna field test it on you guys. Who's driving the hype train now? Yeah, we do, because I said so. Where's the hype train? Where's my hype train for my full length? This is a little bit of Sky vodka and cranberry juice. It's dummy juice. Someone called it that. I definitely am heavily involved with all the mixing and mastering and production of all the records I make. But I'm not the engineer. One does not simply drive a train. That is true. Haterade. Silver tongue. Silver tongue. Yeah, that is true. Well, I recorded it and I wanted to use it for a pushover song, but then we decided that it was better that for pushover stuff that Kurt and I are together, like when we do all of it. So I had just recorded that and the last song on that record when I was in Chicago, and so I had some juice when I decided I wanted to start doing fully like solo stuff. And I think that this record that I'm working on, that I'm gonna resume some work on here, is the record that Mr. Rody Walker is going to make his Dirty Pillow Talk Part 2 appearance on. It's gonna be this full length. I'm gonna be working on and putting out as soon as I can. Nope, no 30 Years War stuff on here yet. Haven't put that record out yet. But there will be definitely a celebratory stream where I will play through all of that stuff. Can't tease too much nostalgia. That's the best feeling, though, isn't it? Expensive conversations in cheap hotel rooms. Yeah, that's one of the songs with Chiodos that I was actually like I wrote that song, brought it to the guys. Maybe someday. I don't know. I don't. I'd have to go back and relearn that song. Yeah, shout out to the No Other One cover. That is one of my favorite songs. When's the Pinkerton stream happening? Soonish. Shout out to Pup. Pup are the dudes. Shout out to Stefan and Pup. They are good guys and a very very talented group of young men that play music. I think while we're on Manipulator, I think I want to do another song off Manipulator, and I think someone asked for semi-fiction. If I'm correct. And now someone got it stuck in my head. So I did it on another stream where I was just playing by myself, like without any tracks. But I haven't done semi-fiction like playing along to the record in years. And like I've been saying, like playing along to the actual like old recordings is fun for me because it's like I'm used to how we've kind of molded the songs now years later. So it kind of like jukes me out to like go back. Some of the tempos are different. And anybody know what that song is? Super mad shout out to anybody who knows what that song I was just playing is. So you guys want me to do semi-fiction? I like this guitar too because I can stick a pickup underneath the little fucking pick guard slash battery cover because this guitar has a 9-volt battery hidden under the pick guard. Those clever Gibson USA fuckers. I love them. Shout out to Jenny and Kurt at Gibson USA. Where did I get the inspiration from Manipulator? Jake Wilson. I mean it pretty much. I mean it's a pretty like straight up statement, you know, like that time that specific time in my life, and I think all me and Tim and Andrew, all three of us were definitely at a pretty hectic, kind of dark time where none of us were in super good spots, and we weren't being super forthcoming or truthful about what we were all doing in the shadows. And then I just kind of wrote a whole record about that from my standpoint. Maybe when I do some of these just like vinyl songs next stream, maybe I'll bring Hendo on camera with me. It's over. Want me to do It's Over? I haven't played that one in a long ass time, man. I think I remember that one though. All right. One sec. Cheers to all of you guys. I'm looking down here because of how we changed the whole situation. The camera is no longer my phone, which is kind of nice. But I have a little music stand over here, so I'm reading your guys' chat in secrecy. I'm a troll. I'm going to troll myself in the chat. No, I don't know any DGD riffs. Honestly, I really don't. Awesome guys, awesome band for sure, but I'm not super familiar with the catalog. Like the stuff I would know the best probably was like Downtown Battle Mountain 2, I think. That's when JLV like toured with Dance Cabin Dance. But I really really like the stuff with Tillian. He's an amazing singer. Oh, Iman, the Demon. What's up, fool? What's up, fool? Yeah, Strawberry Girls. No, I don't know any of the riffs, but I know all three of the Strawberry Girls. I'm wearing one of Ben's necklaces. Shout out to our friend Iman, who bought me a ticket to fucking Rage Against the Machine that got canceled. That was supposed to be like a week ago. And we were so fucking hyped up to see Rage and Run the Jewels, man. And I'm heartbroken because now it's not until May of 2020 or June or something of 2021. It's like, what the fuck? Whatever. We're still going, Iman. We're going. Oh, and Letterkenny, too. My Letterkenny tickets fucking... Letterkenny Live. I was about to shoot my shot at Michelle. Fair. All right. This song is called Semi-Fiction. Waiting on my confidence to feel the night run through. I was fucking up that chord. There it is. Hey, can we do cut down all the trees and name the streets after them? It's the first song on Manipulator. Mm-hmm. I remember like specifically when we were writing for Manipulator. When I wrote this song, I was like, I'm writing the first song for the record. This is gonna be the first fucking song on the record. So it was like one of the few times I like wrote a song with Follow Troy that like had a specific intent to like be like in a certain spot. And it's still one of my favorites. It's a little ditty. It's like I put it in the category in my head of like a Johnny Truant or a Laces Out or a Tom Waits kind of quick little get pitted for 2.5 minutes real quick and hit the fucking 12-minute long song. Kind of dealy bob. Yeah, this kind of turned into the Manipulator stream now. A little bit. Maybe like halfway. It's like halfway Manipulator. We'll still have some songs to do off Manipulator after this. Yes, I want to hear something funny. I got my friend's mom into Teapot. 1/4 was your friend's mom's jam, huh? That's funny enough. That's why I wrote that song. I wrote that song with the intent for everyone's moms to like it. Your friend's mom's driving the hype train, apparently. I was telling the story about the video shoot for Cut Down All the Trees the other day, and the fact that I have a little dismay that we've, other than FCP, which I was like super young, we never made like a very awesome video. Everything was just like live footage, which is cool. I love like live video. Personally, for me being a musician, I like live footage videos, especially if the band's like crazy and it's fun. But Cut Down All the Trees was supposed to be like this like high concept and like special effects, like green screen video, and then the guy that made the video like couldn't pull off the special effects that he was trying to do, so we just took all the footage of us that we had that we were going to splice in playing in this warehouse, and that was the video, us playing in a warehouse. Another video of those dudes playing their instruments. So like I definitely when I put some music out here again, I want to make a really cool video, like with a real storyline and like that connects to the song and shit. Any new LPs in mind? Yeah, I was just talking about how I'm going back to work on my LP that I've been working on. Tomorrow. I start tomorrow. Set up the guitar rigs and get some sounds. Set up the old Orange. And we're full of like really exciting news this stream though. Because while we're on the whole Orange thing, I've been asked by my friend Alex at Orange to host a live stream on the Orange social medias on Wednesday. Um, which for me is a trip because I have always been like really attracted to the color orange and the flavor and like any if you know me at all personally, like I'm obsessed with anything that's orange. So when I saw these big fucking orange amps that all of my favorite bands were playing when I was a kid, I was like, fuck this Marshall bullshit. I want one of those. And um they are not cheap. So I was lucky enough to get in touch with them, and Alex is an awesome A&R. Um, and they're an awesome company, and they are a huge part of my sound and my identity as a guitar player. But I'm so flattered to it's a really awesome opportunity like for me because there's definitely going to be some people on that stream that have never heard of Fall of Troy at all or even know who I am. So it's like really cool to be able to like maybe get some brand new like fans or maybe some older like cats that aren't too up on the rock and roll that's going on in the underground these days. But more than anything, I'm just like super like honored and excited to like have my sponsor Orange like have faith in me in that kind of a way to ask me to host their live stream on Wednesday. It's going to be on Wednesday. Creature, you bought an orange head because I had one. Good. That's good. Talk that fucking shit. And I want them to see that. I want them to see that I'm doing the Lord's work for them. I'm preaching the gospel of Orange and Gibson over here. That's all I'm saying. That doesn't mean I don't like other companies. There's lots of good amps. There's lots of good guitars. But there's not lots of Orange and there's not lots of Gibson, and that's just fucking facts. Yes, Lord. Lord. Yeah, like like this dude up here, like the Crush 35, even the like little 21 one that I have are like analog, but they're solid state. They don't have any tubes, but they don't sound like solid state amps. They sound that thing rips. I could play a Fall of Troy show with that, and it's a 10-inch speaker, and it's 35 watts. But if you dime that thing, it screams and it sounds sick. The neck on this guitar is so much different than my Les Paul. It's cool. Love the Mars Volta. How can you not like the Mars Volta? Who like says the Mars Volta? Fuck that. Nobody I hang with, that's for sure. That person can get the fuck out. I think those TH30s are. I like those TH30s just as much as I like the rocker verbs. I was I almost pulled the trigger on a TH30 like a week and a half ago, but I just can't. I don't have that kind of money. I don't like sponsorship and all. I don't just. It's not safe for me right now. I got what I need. Except for I'm gonna after I track these guitars, I'm gonna get my two 4x12s right here. Yes, I have tried guitars with more than 6 strings, and I just think you could tune them down if you want. I mean, there's guys that do awesome shit with 7 strings and 8 strings, like Steph from Deftones, the homie. Shout out to all the Deftones guys. Wes Borland, Limp Bizkit, Big Dumb Face. Tons of guys that do awesome shit, but I'm good with 6. Yeah, Periphery. So, like, we can go on for days, but Korn, yeah, for sure. Groundbreaking shit. When is the waterfall backdrop coming? Probably when the economy's doing a little better. Right now, we're just gonna have a hose behind Andrew. It's a garden hose on a mic stand through a clip. Just that's dumb. Dumb. Hit it, DJ Hendo. Missed my distortion pedal at the end, damn it. Gotta pronounce those little licks, man. It's important. You gotta practice those, guitar players. Those are important. Now I'm tripping myself out. That's why it's fun. Like, that's why Fall Out Boy is such a fun band to be in, though, because all the small things, as Blink-182 say, I can just change it up a little bit whenever I want. And it's fucking fun. Practice is important, man. Practice is important. Don't, everybody got to practice. I got to practice. So that was like one of the main drives for me in doing these Twitch streams is I was like, man, I mean, I'll start doing this and like maybe I'll be able to not lose my apartment and live off Totino's freezer pizzas like 3 times a week and still play music and do what I do and survive this fucking pandemic shit. And now it's like, this is my favorite shit I'm doing, and it's keeping my hands on lock, it's keeping my mind moving, it's keeping the songs fresh, or refreshing them, should I say. We are definitely fucking talking about practice. We're not even talking about the game right now. We're talking about practice, because when this pandemic's over and Fall Out Boy comes on the road, or Teats comes on the road, or JLV comes on the road, these licks are going to be fire. They are going to be well rehearsed. Going to be in that zone. Going to be in that zone, like Kanye said. Don't let me get my zone. Gonna get pitted. All right. Well, I think that's all the news I have for you guys. That's a lot of stuff. So, recapping what we've done and everything I've said today. I'm going back to work tomorrow with my friend Dano on what I believe will be my first solo full-length record. I still haven't decided if it's going to be Thomas Erak and the Shoreline or if it's going to be something totally different. Not sure. Second, Wednesday, I'm going to be on Orange's Instagram. I don't think we have a time yet. Do we have a time yet? I'll put a flyer out there for sure. I'll put an ad mat out on my Instagram and my social media. I haven't heard a time yet, but I'm gonna host a live stream for them. What else? 4 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, here it is. 4 p.m. Eastern time. I will be on Orange's Instagram doing what we do here. But I'm going to center that whole live stream around Orange, about, how I was exposed to Orange, my relationship over the years with Orange, and just like what this amp company means to me. It honestly means a lot more than just like some amp or some piece of equipment. It's like it's an integral part of everything I do musically. So you guys got to understand, that's a huge deal for me. I'm beyond flattered. What else? Oh, Wood Simmons is back on board to do artwork for the Fall of Troy record that's going to be coming out. So that ball is rolling now finally. And also on this record I'm going to be working on, my buddy Rody Walker is going to be making an appearance finally again. Years and years. And now this leads me to this. The story of Rody being on Dirty Pillow Talk is, I was driving down to the studio. We were recording in the Unlikely Event. And I was doing vocals with Terry Date downtown Seattle at Studio X. And I drove by this venue called El Corazon that was has been home base for us forever. And every time I drove by there, I'd be driving the tour van to the studio. It's just it's the biggest studio I've ever recorded a record in. Recording with Terry Date, it was a trip. And we were working on Dirty Pillow Talk that day. And I look over, on the freeway, oh, El Corazon, I wonder who's in town tonight. And I see Protest the Hero, and I look over, and there's Rody smoking a cigarette, texting, sitting down all by himself. And I just pulled off the freeway, flipped a bitch, and pulled up and rolled down the window. I said, "Get in the fucking van right now." And he was like, "Thomas, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Get in my fucking van. Get in the van. Get in the van." And just didn't even let him finish any sentence. He was trying to get out. He's like, "Well, I got to tell somebody that I was like, "No, you're not telling anybody anything. Get in the van. Text them. Whatever." So he gets in the van, and he's like, "Well, I'm smoking." I was like, "You can smoke in the van. Let's go." So I picked it. The studio was only not even 5 minutes away from the venue, probably. But so I took him down to the studio, introduced him to Terry. We cracked a bottle of Jack Daniels. I basically kidnapped Rody Walker and made him come sing on that song. And we drank a bottle of Jack Daniels together, wrote those lyrics, recorded that song, and then I took him back and watched Protest the Hero fucking slay. And all the good things happened. So I'm excited to collaborate with that guy again, because there is nothing not... That dude just brings a smile on my fucking face all the time, man. There's nothing not good about Mr. Rody Walker. There's nothing bad I have to say, except for all the bad things that I have to say that are still awesome. But with that said, I'm going to bid you guys adieu by doing a little song by myself, since we're on the topic of Manipulator and all. This song is called Caught Up. Yeah, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and others. Behave and be great, as my dad would say. Too done up, I've said too much. It always seems like I do. Because people don't learn, they much rather speak the truth. Better everything is self-destructive. I can't explain. What the fuck? Hold on, let me figure this chorus out. There it is. All right, let's try that again. All these songs we've been doing twice a week, man, it's tripping me out. I got this. All right. If you weren't ready for that the first time, now let's do it all together. Sing it with me if you can. If you're at work, don't get fired. Too done up, I've said too much. It always seems like I do. All because people don't learn, they'd much rather speak the truth. We're better kept secret, written on a better day. When everything is self-destructive, I can't explain myself anyway. So I'll make my apologies just as soon as you turn away. It's as bad can get. Is anyone listening? Secret and waiting on a better day. And everything is self-destructive. I can't explain myself anyway. If I could, you know I would. If I could see it's understood, it's meaningless at best. Nothing's making sense. Here right now, I put this down. And will you win? Hear the sound of living silhouette. Nothing to defend. God of war. God of war. God of war. Up in you and me again. I love you guys. See you on Wednesday on the Orange Instagram.